Hello, hello, this is Brett Starks, and we're going to go over creating some shapes through CSS. So, the shape that I want to go over, I actually want to create a crescent moon. There was a pretty good example of one, but the main reason I'm choosing a crescent moon, before I even saw the examples, this was the one I wanted just because crescent moon is actually one of my favorite shapes. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm in CodePen.io, and I'm just going to go and create a new pen. Alright, so we've got our new pen, nothing here. First thing I want to do, obviously, is I'm going to create a div. And I know some believe that divs are outdated. We should be using something more specific. One, this is a CodePen. Two, I love divs. They're my favorite still. Maybe I'm kind of old school, but they're cool. Okay, so we've got our div, what we're calling moon. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and reference this moon. First thing we're going to do, we're going to give it some width and some height. Width, let's do 80 pixels. Height, same thing, 80 pixels. Alright, and just so we can see it for now, let's go ahead and give it a color. We'll say red. Cool, there it is. Alright, now some of the shapes that have been made, especially like the one, the creating shapes assignment we did, we were using border radius. The crescent moon, there's actually a cooler way you can do it, almost like a hack, and that's using a box shadow. So we're actually not going to be using the shape itself, but we're going to be making a shadow around the shape. This will come into play pretty obviously later on, but for now, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to make the border radius 75%. Oop, not $75, 75%. Okay. And I guess we could just do 50. 50 and 75 is not going to make a difference by that point. So 50%, that works. All right. And now what we're going to do, we're going to make a box shadow. This is going to give the moon, or yeah, our little moon shape here, a shadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set this to -15 pixels. That's the x-axis. 0 for the y-axis. 0, 10 pixels. Okay, so what we have here, we have 4 things. If you don't know the box shadow attribute you can do in CSS, there's some different parameters you have. You have the x-axis, which is right here. Right now we're going 15 pixels to the left of the beginning of the x-axis, so it's actually going left instead of right. The next one is y-axis, 0, so it's not going up or down. The next one is the blur. If we gave it a blur, it would make it kind of fuzzy, like you can see there. You don't want it fuzzy for what we're doing. And then this one is the spread. The spread just makes it bigger, basically. It increases what we're actually doing. And then we're not going to have black. I'm actually going to use my favorite color, the slate blue, right here. Okay. So now you can see that we have this moon, and then we have this box shadow around the moon. It almost kind of looks like a really ugly pimento olive that's blue instead of green. But we don't need this anymore that we have the shadow, so we're going to go ahead and delete that. And now you can see we actually already have our crescent moon shape. It's a little off the screen, so I'm just going to use a margin here, like that. And then, just to make it a little bit nicer, give it a little bit of extra padding. This just makes it a little bigger, makes it a little more pronounced. Now, we can mess with where it's at quite a bit. For instance, if I wanted it to face the other way, just do 15 pixels here. Or I could also give it a different angle. So depending on how you're looking at the night sky, maybe it looks a little different. But I personally like this right here. Okay. If we wanted some nice little fade effect just to be a little fun. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Okay, let me go over this, make sure we're good. I do believe that covers everything. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks so much.